So very good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to this session, which is very important when we talk about green mobility and rather green sustainable mobility. So that becomes very, very important for all petroleum refiners and policymakers. So we will have in total, I hope so that there will be in total 4 speakers. And before going to that, just the background of the theme, when you talk about sustainable mobility, all of you know that petrol, diesel, these kind of feedstocks, right, which are generally used for automobile purpose, are to be restricted because of the carbon dioxide emission. So low carbon products are generally to be used, so definitely the biogas with bio-CNG could be one of the options if the availability of biogas, right, at sufficient price is available. And then rest of the things when you talk about for the policymakers, how this biogas will be generated and at what cost. So collection, segregation, lot of challenges will be there. At the same time, when we talk about sustainable green mobility, then most important things are either a hybrid-based feedstock or maybe with the electric vehicles or hydrogen. So hydrogen, all of you know, we talk a lot of things for green hydrogen and its application for vehicular purpose. Presently, there is around 6 million ton of the hydrogen is the demand right in the country and likely to go to 13 million tons per year by 2030. And most of the hydrogen is being consumed by the industry. So we have to find out the ways for increasing the hydrogen, because when it is used as a vehicular application, then automobile sector will require the green hydrogen or maybe a kind of blue hydrogen, right, completely cleaned. And again, there would be a lot of challenges because how to be transported when it is produced from the one plant to transport through the pipeline. So pipeline design would be a very big challenge. Storage of hydrogen, whether you take the green ammonia, right, how the ammonia will be produced and how will it be decomposed again to take that. Onboard reformer may be another option. So a lot of methanol-based onboard reformer, ethanol, bioethanol, biobutanol. So that may be another kind of feedstock where a lot of debate will happen. This is what I feel. So this is one of the ways where we can get rid of the carbon from the automobile vehicles by utilizing the hydrogen. But a lot of policy making, cost-wise, and its availability in sufficient quantity, transportation, storage, because we talked 300 bar to 700 bar storage cylinders, but how safe are these 700 bar cylinders? What kind of materials will be there? That is still a challenge. Coming to the e-vehicle, the second option, because it is expected that when we talk about the India e-market, so $11.36 billion USD business is by 2024 has already been done, which is expected to grow by $1,053 billion by 2034. So huge amount of opportunity for e-vehicles. But when you talk about the application of e-vehicles, again, the source of lithium, the kind of the material, lithium, nickel, cobalt, manganese, copper, aluminum, and graphite. So again, there are the thought process on critical minerals, because resource recovery and utilization, it will be very, very important. Although the charging stations are challenged, but couple of charging stations which can charge within 3 minutes are also available. But current which will go and the life cycle of these batteries would be very, very important and challenging to address. I'm sure that that will also be taken care. And when we talk about in total of this hydrogen-based vehicle versus e-vehicles battery, which is coming up in a big way and expected that next 5 years will be for e-vehicles, life cycle assessment for both these will be important. Because unless we do that, the cost of the production and finally cradle to grave analysis, it would be very difficult to implement these technologies, whether it is e-vehicle based or hydrogen based. So that should also be analyzed, which is very, very important, because we talk on the sustainability and we talk in terms of the carbon net zero by 2070. Even most of the countries or India is also targeting before that, well before that, 2050 or 2060. So if you are really looking at how the fossil derived feedstock, because still we are dependent on fossil derived feedstock, can be converted to some kind of blue hydrogen or blue energy, I will say, or at the same time, if these e-vehicles are coming up, what would be the source of these kind of materials would be required for the battery purpose. Also, we should be ready for recovery recovery of these kind of metals, right, which are precious metals or critical minerals from these kind of the utilized batteries. So all the challenges, I'm sure that the experts would be discussing. So two experts are already here who would be delivering the keynote. Dr. Vij, who is the director of the School of Petroleum Technology. I welcome you here. And we have Dr. Annapurna Bora, who is also from a senior associate professor from UPS Dehradun. So I hope that other experts, Dr. Vij would be joining soon, right? Rakesh Singh, Mr. Rakesh Singh and Dr. Basudev Mohanty would be joining soon. So on an average, we will have the 15 minutes for the presentation, and then we can have the 2-3 questions. So maybe in next 5 minutes, the 2-3 questions can be taken. And I would be happy that this discussion comes out to be fruitful, so that at least a take-home message should go, and how this can be transferred to the policy makers also, because both hydrogen versus e-vehicles versus the hybrid waste, right? A sustainable mobility is very, very important for the society. So that's what we talk on hydrogen or green mobility concept, which would be discussed. So I invite the first speaker, Dr. Vij, for this keynote talk.